Afro sheen, into the Afro sheen, dash coconut oil in my hair and make it bare shiny. Afro sheen.
What's up, you lot? I'm just gonna jump straight into this video because I don't want to waste time, and I know you lot have stuff to do and you'd rather do something else than watch me sit here and talk to you guys. But on a serious note, this video is kind of serious and I just want you guys to take something from it once you finish watching it, just to encourage you lot, because I did really almost lose my life going through this surgery that took place. So if you lot didn't know, I had this massive bump on my ear throughout the whole of my life, and in most of my YouTube videos it was very bait, like it was so obvious, like it got to a point where people were asking me,
have you checked out that bump on your ear? What's that bump on your ear? How long has it been there?
This, that and the third. Like it's just annoying. And even in real life, like people just always ask the same question. People give me that look as if I've got a problem. It just made me feel really insecure. And knowing that it was getting bigger, I was just like, no, it needs to be gone. Because even my family were telling me, you need to get it removed, you need to get it checked out. Like people have been telling me this for years. And I just made that decision within myself to finally remove it. And I made that decision during last year, July or August. I made that decision, went to the hospital, made sure that stuff were confirmed for me to proceed with the operation. And then on the 17th of October last year, 2019, that was the day of my surgery. So I went in the hospital and I was scared. Like, I'm not even gonna cap in front of you. Like, I was scared to death. Like, I just wanna say, like, there's nothing wrong with being scared of them type of things. Like, it just makes you a stronger person. Because what I don't like is when people are like, oh, why are you so scared of this? Why are you so scared of that? Listen, it's better for you to come out, let things out, let people know what's actually going on, instead of you keeping stuff inside and making things worse for yourself. Because me saying I was scared and all of that, it allowed my mom to like stay with me the whole time, made me feel more comfortable. And I'd rather feel more comfortable than scared the whole time, because who knows how the operation could have went. I was just told that the surgery is just going to be nice and simple. You know, they just cut open my ear, take out the bump and then stitch it back together. Simple. That was not the case, unfortunately, because they gave me two options. They asked me if they want me to stay awake and they just cut my ear as normal and feel a bit of pain, or put me to sleep. You already know the option that I went for. I wanted to go sleep in it. When they gave me that anesthetic, well, first I had to take painkillers, obviously, so I didn't feel pain after. But yeah, they gave me the anesthetic, and I remember the guy talking to me when I was in the hospital bed. He was like, oh, it's a very nice day today, you know. And I was like, yeah, it is. And next thing you know, I just fall asleep. I'm just saying anesthetics for now. Once they inject that inside of you, you start to feel the a bit of pain going up your arms, through your shoulders, and then you start to feel a bit sleepy and drowsy, and then they start telling you funny things like, oh, it was a very nice day today, this and that, you know what I mean? The next thing you know, I'm knocked out, I'm gone. Like, I did not see what was happening. It just felt like I went to sleep. Here's the scary thing, right? The operation, the surgery altogether took way longer than expected. It took 3 hours. 3 hours. And you know how they give you the anesthetic and they put the thing over your face like this, and they put, I can't remember what it's called, but they put something in your throat. The doctors that were there undergoing the surgery, they did not do that job properly. And what happened was, now I woke up, I was coughing, I felt like I could not breathe, I was losing oxygen. I lost so much oxygen after that. Like, it was scary. It got to a point where my mom, they wouldn't even allow my mom to come stay with me because it was a serious matter. They got so many other doctors around me to try to see what was happening, and I was just losing oxygen by the minute, and it was not a nice situation. Like, I was scared to death. Like, I thought I was going to die. I'm not even joking to you. Like I honestly thought I was going to die during that process. What they did, they got this like machine or something, and it had oxygen in it, so they just put something through my nose, like up here, so I could breathe properly. And yeah, that helped a lot. But whenever I removed that from my nose, I just could not breathe at all, and it wasn't a nice experience. And then I finally saw my mom. She looked so upset. Like I felt bad, man. I felt emotional. That day was a Thursday, so obviously I missed school on that day, because I was just hoping to get the surgery done, then leave the Thursday. I wasn't expecting to go to school on the Friday, but I was expecting to be healing on the Friday, but that wasn't the case. The doctors ended up saying that I had to stay overnight because, one, I lost too many oxygen. I can't remember the number, and I can't remember what the expected number your oxygen level should be at, but the level dropped a lot. Like, it was terrible. I was so weak and all that. And then two, I was just in shock. Like, I was scared. I thought I was going to die, honestly. The doctors must have told my mom some extra information, but she didn't tell me everything because they must have not wanted me to feel any more worse than I was feeling already. And my mom broke it down to me in the hospital, and she was like, long story short, you could have lost your life, because once they put that tube inside of me, that messed up my vocal cords and they dropped. So my vocal cords dropped, and that could have interfered with like my organs and stuff and made them shut down. Thank God that didn't happen, because if that did happen, I would not be here today. That is the honest truth. And I'm grateful. I had to stay in hospital overnight. You guys don't understand, but when I posted like the picture of me in the hospital bed on social media, I posted it on Snap and Instagram, then you do not know how much my phone was going off with messages saying get well soon, get well soon, get well soon, get well soon. The love was mad. Honestly, it was mad. I was not expecting that much love from people, and it really made me think, like, when only negative stuff happens to people, that is when you get shown love the most. Or when something really good happens, that's when you get shown love the most. Like, you don't get shown love the whole way through, you only get shown love when the action takes place. I don't think that's a good thing. Obviously, I was grateful for all the people showing their love to me, but I just felt sick at the same time, because throughout all the stuff I've been through in the past up to now, you only want to show love because you see everyone else saying get well soon and you don't want to feel left out. That's terrible. And I really sat down and thought about that in the hospital, because when you're in the hospital alone, you think about a lot. Like, it's not a nice thing. It's really not a nice thing sitting in a hospital bed all by yourself all night. And the worst thing was, because I wasn't 16 at the time, I was in a room with kids. So there were babies in there crying all night. I could not sleep. It was terrible. And the worst thing was, I couldn't breathe properly as well. I was even scared to fall asleep, because I felt like the thing would drop out of my nose and I'd start losing oxygen, all of that. And I did not sleep at all. It was terrible. And thank God I had data on me, and thank God I had my charger and all of that. It was terrible, man. The Friday now, the doctor said if I get better and my oxygen level improves, then I will get discharged. And by the looks of it on the Friday, it didn't look like it was going to happen. But when my mom came over to the hospital, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for my mom, I would not have been out of that hospital on the Friday, because I got discharged on the same day. I got discharged on the next day, and honestly, I was so happy. Like, I was just so thankful for my mom, because she was pushing me. She was pushing me to get up, walk, because I couldn't even walk. I felt like even going to the toilet, I just couldn't walk to the toilet. Like, it was terrible. I felt like I was going to faint all the time, but my mom was pushing me to walk, even walking outside. And what I noticed, when I'm outside, I receive more oxygen than when I'm inside the hospital. And just sitting outside and regaining the oxygen, it just helped a lot, really. But when you step back in the hospital, I just couldn't breathe properly at all. But yeah, my mom was helping me to eat all of that. Like, she made sure she was pushing me. Like, it was like you're at a gym and you're getting really pushed hard by your personal trainer. Like, it was like that. But when I got home, obviously I wasn't completely better. Like, I was still having trouble breathing, still having trouble walking up the stairs, But the first thing I did, went up to my bed and just slept and caught up on that sleep that I needed. And then, yeah, I went to my dad's on the Friday night. And then on the Saturday, I just chilled all day. Then on the Sunday, I said to my dad, you know what, I'm making the effort to go to church. Like, even though my dad isn't that religious and all of that, but I was just like to him, you know what, I'm making the effort to go to church, innit? Because my mom is very religious within Christianity, and it's inherited within me and my brother as well. So she was just like, I was just like, I'm going to church. I don't care what you say, I'm going to church. And I made the effort. You do not know how scared I was just traveling. It was freezing on that day as well. So I was just traveling. Imagine, my dad lives in Northwest, my church is in East. I traveled all the way on a Sunday morning by bus and train to East from Northwest. And I was scared. Like, the scariest part was going on the underground, because I felt like I would have lost a bit of oxygen going under there. But it wasn't that deep though when I went underground. And then obviously I went to church. Everyone was so glad to see me. Like, it was just amazing. Like, I would never miss church for the world. Like, honestly, I love church so much. And then, yeah, so after that, I decided to just take the bus back to my dad's, because I didn't want to go on the ground again, and then there's more people. Because I travelled in the morning, so the trains were empty, so I didn't feel away, because I had a massive bandage on over here. It was like this, covering it, like the size of my hand. It was like that big, so I didn't want people looking at me, all of that stuff. So yeah, but I took the bus back to my dad's, and then it was all good. And then because it was half term the next week, I was able to chill for the 2-week holiday, and it was all good. That October half term, I just regained my energy and went back to school feeling good. And honestly, I thank God for that. But this video is not just about me showing my sympathy. I just want to show you guys, whenever you get knocked down, whenever someone knocks you down, whenever sickness knocks you down, whenever anything knocks you down, just know you can pick yourself back up. It's possible. Because if I almost lost my life and I was able to pick myself up, that means you lot can do it too. Look, man, you can do anything once you put your mind to it. It's simple as that. You can do anything once you put your mind to it. And I don't want you guys to feel discouraged and all of that. Like, even if you do feel that way, just suck it up. Like, just keep your head high. Keep your head high. Because that's what everyone used to say to me back in year 7, innit? Keep your head up high and just walk proudly. Of course, let your emotions flow. Let them come out. Let the feelings come out. But do that alone. Like, you don't need to do that with someone if you don't feel comfortable doing it in front of someone. But you don't need to be doing that stuff for everyone to see it. So just keep your head high and walk strong-minded. Like, with the way this world is, you gotta be thick-skinned. Especially if you're a YouTuber. Like, YouTubers are watching this, you gotta be thick-skinned, man, honestly. Because you know them people in the comment section that will always be hating on you. But that's just life. Look at KSI. His most viewed video probably has so much likes. But then look at the dislikes. Do you see him getting annoyed on this and that? No. He's still posting his videos. He's still getting paid either way. Like, he's all good. That's the same mentality we got to have as YouTubers, you know what I mean? And that's what I kind of learned. Because when I was a small YouTuber, I used to get so annoyed with the little hate comments. But now I'm just like, you get me? Like, I know the YouTube community has a lot going on, like, with all this drama going on YouTube, all this beef, all this and that. Look, you lot just keep smiling. That's all I gotta say. Keep smiling. It's still January 2020. We still got time. We still got 11 months left to keep our cool. We still got 11 months left to grind. We still got 11 months left to do what we need to do. You get me? Those of you lot doing GCSEs, I wish you all the best. But don't leave it all to God. Don't leave it all to whoever you believe in. Because you gotta put in the work at some point. You get me? But yeah, man. I just want to encourage you lot. Before I end this video, I just want to say you lot need to subscribe to my second channel, because like I said in my last video, videos on this channel will not be as consistent, and you can tell from this upload and the last upload. So you lot need to go subscribe to my second channel, because that's where I drop videos there on a daily. Like, it's mad. But yeah, man, hope you guys took something from this, and yeah, man, stay safe, and I'm out.
Let's put things out more clearly. Young and I'm full with so many thoughts. I can dream and imagine so much more, but my heart getting broken left me poor, and it felt like my organs fell to the floor. Never knew she would've left me. Brown hair, brown eyes, yeah, she was bestie, but now it's looking heavy and I wasn't ready for this heartbreak to come slowly and catch me.